मॉम प्लीज मुझे लेक्चर मत दो। हैव यू हर्ड दिस फ्रॉम योर चाइल्ड? आप कुछ समझाना चाहते हो, उनकी हेल्प करना चाहते हो, उन्हें अपने एक्सपीरियंस से कुछ सिखाना चाहते हो, और सामने से आंसर क्या आता है? ओके आई नो, प्लीज मुझे पकाओ मत। कैन यू जस्ट लिसन? और हम पेरेंट्स सोचते हैं कि अरे हम अगर उन्हें एडवाइस नहीं देंगे, अगर हम उन्हें सही और गलत नहीं सिखाएंगे तो कैसे चलेगा? वी आर पेरेंट्स, दिस इज आवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी। लेकिन यहाँ पे एक इम्पोर्टेंट डिफरेंस समझना जरूरी है। कभी कभी हमारे बच्चों को सॉल्यूशंस नहीं चाहिए, दे जस्ट वांट टू बी हर्ड। बस उन्हें चाहिए कि कोई उन्हें सुने, कोई उन्हें समझे। एंड दिस इज स्पेशली ट्रू विद टुडेज जेन ज़ी एंड यंगर जनरेशन। Gen Z kids don't want advice, they want to be heard. Hello everyone, Namaste. Welcome to Mindful Parenting with Dimple. आज के वीडियो में हम समझेंगे कि बच्चों को एडवाइस से इतना इरिटेट क्यों होता है, पेरेंट्स अननोइंगली क्या मिस्टेक्स कर रहे हैं, और हम अपने बच्चों के साथ कैसे कम्युनिकेट करें कि वो सिर्फ हमें सुने नहीं, हमें समझे। लेट्स स्टार्ट विद अ स्मॉल स्टोरी। मान लीजिए एक 15 साल की लड़की है रिया। वो स्कूल से घर आती है। शी लुक्स अपसेट। तो मम्मा आस्क्स, बेटा क्या हुआ? एंड शी सेज नथिंग। Mom notices that something is wrong. So she asked again, स्कूल में किसी से लड़ाई हुई, या मार्क्स कम आए हैं, या टीचर ने कुछ कह दिया? No mom. And finally Riya says, please मुझे अकेला छोड़ दो। Now what does the mother do? Mom says, देखो रिया, मैंने तुम्हें पहले भी बोला है कि तुम्हें अपनी स्टडीज सीरियसली लेनी चाहिए। आजकल तुम फोन पर बहुत टाइम स्पेंड करती हो, शायद इसी वजह से तुम्हारा कंसंट्रेशन खराब हो रहा है। And Riya says, Mom, I said it's fine. And Mom continues, मैं तुम्हारी दुश्मन थोड़ी हूँ, तुम्हारी एज में मैंने भी बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स फेस किए थे, तुम्हें मेरी बात समझ में क्यों नहीं आ रही है? हम भी तो छोटे थे, हम भी ऐसे ही बड़े हुए हैं, हमने भी ये किया है, हमने भी वो किया है, and blah blah blah. Within 2 minutes, what started as a simple conversation has turned into an argument. Now imagine the same situation differently. Riya comes home upset. Mom asks, "Beta, is everything okay?" Riya says, "No." And mom simply says, "Okay, I'm here if you want to talk." And she walks away. After 10 minutes, Riya comes to her mother and says, Mom, actually today something happened. And she started talking. What changed? The problem didn't change. The child didn't change. Only the parent's response changed. The first mother tried to fix the situation, and the second mother tried to understand the situation. And that difference can completely change your relationship with your child. Now let's see, why do children hate advice? When a child shares problem with you, our brain immediately goes into solution mode. I fought with my friend. Then say sorry. I'm scared about exam. You should have studied earlier. I don't like this teacher. You have to respect your teacher. Everyone is better than me. Never compare yourself. You should be confident. See, our intention is good, but the child may hear something completely different. They may hear that you don't understand me, you are judging me, you think everything is my fault, you don't want to listen, and slowly they stop sharing. This is the dangerous part. A child who stops talking to you doesn't necessarily stop having problems. They simply stop bringing those problems to you. And that's what we need to worry about. Let's understand the difference between advice and listening. Parents, there is a huge difference between hearing and listening. Hearing means I heard what you said. Listening means I want to understand what you are feeling. Suppose your child says, "Mom, nobody likes me in the school." The immediate response will be, "That's not true. You have so many friends. Don't think negatively. Just go and talk to them." But instead, try saying that sounds like you're feeling left out. Do you want to tell me what happened? That's it. No lectures, no solution, no comparison, just curiosity. Because before children accept our solution, they need to feel that we understand their problem. Now let's see the 3 steps rule. I want parents to remember 3 simple words: listen, validate, guide. Not guide. Step 1, listen. Let your child finish. Don't interrupt. Don't start preparing your answers while they are talking. Sometimes children take time to explain what they are feeling. Give them that time. Number 2, validate. Validation does not mean agreeing with everything your child says. It simply means acknowledging their emotion. For example, I understand why that hurt you. That must be embarrassing. I can see you upset. You really wanted this to happen. See, these sentences tell the child that my feelings are safe with parents. Step 3, guide. Only after listening and validating should we give guidance. And even better, ask permission before giving advice. Say that, do you want me to just listen, or would you like my suggestions? See, this one sentence has completely changed your conversation, because now the child gets a choice. And when children feel respected, they are much more likely to listen. Now, some parents may think that, "Arey, we are experienced, we have wisdom, parents have made mistakes earlier, तो उन्हें पता है कि बच्चों को कैसे सिखाना है कि ताकि वो mistakes ना करे लाइफ में, और हमारा तो जॉब ही यही है that we should guide our children." But there is difference between guiding and controlling. We don't have to stop giving advice. We simply have to learn when to give it. See, when there is a safety issue, bullying, abuse, or a dangerous situation, parents must step in. But in everyday emotional situations, sometimes the most powerful thing we can give our children as parents is just presence. This one sentence parents often use is, "When I was your age." हमारे पास तो फोन भी नहीं था. जब मैं तुम्हारे जितना था तो हम तो पेरेंट्स की इतनी रिस्पेक्ट करते थे और हम तो उनका सब सुनते थे. We used to study without complaining. हमें तो कुछ फैसिलिटीज भी नहीं मिलती थी. See, parents say this because they want children to understand how lucky they are. But children may hear that your problems are not important. See, pain is not measured by comparison. Your child's problem may look small to you, but it may feel big to them. It deserves your attention. आपने अपने टाइम में क्या किया है? I don't feel Gen Z's को वो सुनने में कुछ इंटरेस्ट रहा है. इससे आपका सिर्फ रिलेशनशिप और कन्वर्सेशन खराब हो रहा है. Stop turning your conversation into lesson. Not every conversation with your child needs to have a moral. Sometimes they just want to tell you a story. They just want to complain. They just want to have some gossip with you. See, sometimes they want to tell something completely useless. It's fine, you just listen. Because those small conversations are actually building something much bigger, and it is trust. If every conversation ends with study, don't use your phone, sit properly, eat properly, why don't you finish your homework, चलो बस हो गया अब ये कर लो, हाँ ठीक है अभी चलो यहाँ ये काम पे लग जाओ, then eventually the child start avoiding conversations. But if sometimes you sit with them, simply laugh, ask about their day, listen to their silly stories, talk about their friends, watch something together, see, then something serious happens, they are more likely to come to you. Connection before correction is very important. One simple change you can start tonight. Tonight, ask your child, tell me one thing that happened today that made you happy and one thing that bothered you. And then make a promise to yourself that for next 5 minutes you are just going to listen. Don't correct, don't judge, don't compare, don't give advice, just listen. And if your child tells you something difficult, don't immediately panic and don't start questioning who, why, what, when. Just say that thank you for telling me. See, that sentence is incredibly powerful. Our children don't need us to have answers to every problem. They don't need perfect parents. They don't need parents who know everything. They need parents who are emotionally available. A child who feels hurt becomes more confident in expressing emotions. A child who feels respected learns to respect others. A child who knows that home is a safe place is more likely to come home when life becomes difficult. So, next time your child comes to you with a problem, before saying, do you know what you should do? Pause, take a breath, and ask that, do you want me to listen or do you want my advice? Maybe your Gen Z child will say that just listen. And sometimes just listening is the best parenting you can do. So before we teach our children how to speak, we must first teach ourselves how to listen. So let's train your brains, as every child deserves an aware parent. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button.